and Sisik here, and it is Sunday, April 26th, and as you can see, I'm not in my usual spot. I've moved into a new area in my house where I'm going to make my office, and as you can see, I've got a little more work to do. I need to get me my whiteboard and stuff and things like that. I have a old calendar over here, uh, as you can see, but I will get all that in time and stuff. But today, I've talked a little bit about the Slight Edge. I've commented on before. I've been reading it, albeit I have not been as active on keeping up with my reading as I should the last week or so. So I haven't gotten as far as I wanted. But in going over and reviewing one of the chapters, um, in the first chapter actually called The Slight Edge Philosophy, and he talks about the secret ingredient. And I might have covered this before, but I think sometimes in going back through and looking over things and kind of picking up where I left off, um, I kind of just went over this again. And in it, the secret ingredient, and he talks about by Jeff Molson, as I've talked about before, that the secret that there is a secret that once you know it, it will cause you to find those answers, apply them, and live them, and achieve those results you want. But what he goes on to after that little statement is that how to get those things is you have to know the secret ingredient, which is your philosophy, your mindset, and how you do it, and how you go about getting that. Because a lot of people do get caught up in um, the bigger picture and what that picture entails, rather than breaking it down into little steps and using your philosophy and your attitude. And I'm going to go to attitude. That your attitude is what will help you get to where you want. Just like in the video above, from my sponsor and mentor and business partner, Regina. She talks about using it for doing her working out and trying to get herself in shape for health and stuff. It can apply to just about any facet of your life. It doesn't just stick to business or anything like that. It can be to anything personal or anything like that. But it's what you do with it here and the philosophies and how you go about it. And I think that's what trips people up a lot, and I know that's what tripped me up a lot. Is I start and I get my philosophy and I start working on changing it, then something happens and then I kind of lose my track. And with that, I think it's very easy because, like he says in the book, everything is easy to do. Um, and at the same point, everything is easy not to do, and that's the biggest thing. And rather than just getting caught up in so big a thing, look at the little things. Is it easy to get in and do a video for a blog post? Yes, it's just a matter of the mindset saying yes, it's easy to do. Is it easy to take that time to send it out and email it to your list and to broadcast it on your social media sites and things like that? Yes, it's the taking the brain and telling the brain to look at it that way and using your philosophy and your attitude towards that. Um, you know, and he even says this is from the book. It says this isn't about self hypnosis or about conjuring up the impossible through sheer positive thinking, and that's the thing. A lot of people think that by sheer positive thinking, they can get anything to come up or results or anything like that, or any other kind of hocus pocus. And he says that I'm not talking about some complex, elaborate, or heady system of ideas. And although I'll completely understand if you find the last part of the sentence truly difficult to believe, what I'm talking about is not difficult to do. Simply means changing your thinking, your philosophy. That's what I'm talking about, your philosophy, your attitude. Um, he goes on to talk about why diets don't work and things like that. It's not so much that the diet doesn't work; it's the philosophy behind or how you apply your philosophy. That's where it entails. It's in us. We fail ourselves in the fact that we don't change how we look at it or approach it to make it so we can succeed. Um, and he talks about focusing on the actions, just as I said, the what to do's and the how to do it. It's not enough because it's the attitude behind the action that keep those actions in place. You know, it's continuing on and doing and letting the attitude drive the action. So that way you continue on, not the other way around. The action and stuff and everything like that, thinking that you'll, by doing all of those things, you'll get the attitude. You got to have the attitude first and the philosophy. So therefore you can apply and do the actions and do those little things. So in that, I think I've talked about it maybe before, but in rereading it and re-going over and coming back, trying to catch up to where I left off, you know, it's the philosophy that's the secret ingredient, you know, and he'll go on to cover that as I'm exploring more in this book. So with that, that's what I want to share with you today. Um, is that that's I think one of the biggest hindrances for people who are out there and wanting to achieve anything, any goal, any desire, anything that they're looking to do or get to. So with that, make it a simply simple day. If you like what you heard or like to find out more or see more of what I do, click the link below. It'll be below in the blog post. Sign up. Um, get on my email list. And I will be sharing more from this book and more from my journey. Thanks and make it a great day. Bye.